Let's go to Kayla in Sacramento, California. Kayla, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. I have found a great work-from-home position that I feel like I'm really qualified for, other than that they list in qualifications that they want someone who is a college graduate. I have about 3 years of coursework under my belt, but just haven't gotten the degree yet. So I'm wondering what's the best way to apply for this position and kind of downplaying that.
Yeah, I love this question. I want you to apply as though you've got a master's degree. Like when this comes up, you address it. You go, I've got 3 years of coursework. Here's what I'm missing. Are you missing anything specific to the degree that they are saying is required?
They don't even have a degree that's required. They just want a college degree.
Yeah. You see, to me, that's just somebody, that's just been policy, and they don't even remember how long it's been policy, and they can't even really defend it. And so in this case, I don't think you're a fraud. I don't think I'm hearing anything that says you're actually not qualified other than that one thing. But as it relates to the work itself, are you supremely qualified? Are you pretty qualified, or are you barely qualified? Forget the degree, the rest of the stuff.
I say I am definitely above average qualified.
Then I say go for it. This is where your relationships are going to come in big time. Do you have any relationships? Are you using the proximity principle? Do you know anybody that works over in that company, or do you know anybody that knows somebody that works at that company?
I have some feelers out with some relatives and people near where their office is located, seeing if I can get some personal connections there. So I'm working on that.
Good for you, because here's the deal. It wouldn't change my advice at all. I still want you to apply and go after it. Like, again, you've got a master's degree in the very subject matter that you're working in. But if we can get connections where they go, hey, Kayla's applying, she's amazing, and all they hear is how above average of a candidate you are. No, seriously. The way, I'm not saying they're going to say it that way, but they're going to present you as a really great candidate. And so this is where my proximity principle, I believe, I'm going to say 9 out of 10 times. Okay, this is how confident I am in this. It will override the fact that you don't have the degree, because they're going to hear about you before they ever see your resume if you do it the way that I teach.
Okay.
So therefore, when they look at the resume, and if you use the Ken Coleman template, which I highly recommend,
yes,
it says what I've learned, then I would put other qualifications and other things that you've learned. If you have any certifications of anything like that at all, is it relevant to this position at all? You got anything like that besides college?
Yeah, probably a few that are related to the position, but not extremely relevant to it.
Yeah, you know what I would do? Yeah, it makes total sense. If it's relevant, I'd put it in there, and I would list those things first. So they see 1, 2, maybe 3 things, and then I would put how many credit hours you have. Like I'm not sure off the top of my head. Yeah, but you get my point. Like, So what you could do is you could put in, what college did you go to?
City College.
Great, I'd put it
nearby.
in there. I'd put it in there, and I would put in there second semester or first semester senior, and then in parentheses call it. Here's why. Do you know how much time most hiring managers spend scanning resumes?
Not much.
7.4 seconds is what the data says.
Okay.
So we get down to, and I put what I've learned at the very bottom, because I think education is largely irrelevant, and it is in this position. You know it, and I know it. So if we list out all these other qualifications, let's say there's 2, and then we put City College of Sacramento or whatever it is, right? And we put first semester, senior, X amount of credit hours, and then you could put this is how much is left. When somebody looks at that, you've been very open and honest, and if they've already heard good things about you and the rest of your resume is really fabulous, do you really think that's going to keep them from interviewing you?
I hope not. That makes perfect sense, though.
But my point is, that's what we do. But we're working the relationships, because if they hear great things about you before you apply, and then you apply, and they get down to the very bottom of your resume, they may even overlook that. You didn't lie on the resume. You put City College in there, and you put exactly at what point you left, or how much you've achieved and how much you got left. They may look at that and go, oh, she's finishing up. They may ask you about it, and you go, yeah, I walked away because I really didn't need it. Based on this. Now, this is one of those situations where a degree is required, and that's how close I am. Hey, let it be what it is. We put too much stock in this stuff. So don't you dare shy away from applying for this. You go after it. You hear me?
Okay. Thank you, Ken. I feel much better about this now.
You should. You know you got what it takes, don't you?
I do.
Do you think that degree really makes you a good candidate or not?
I don't. And
No.
I hope they don't either.
No. But here's the deal. You do what you do. You go after it. Somebody doesn't care. I'm going to tell you this. You use the relationships, and I don't want to say the word use. Somebody's going to judge me on that. You leverage those relationships to where they hear great things about you. They don't even care about the degree. Could care less. So don't sweat that at all. Appreciate the call.